Eileen Gu on her historic Winter Olympics 2026. A rising tide raises all boats. The People's Republic of China free ski star defied the odds to win 3 more Olympic medals in Italy, but tells Olympics.com why her greatest achievement still lies off the snow. Ahead of the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics, Eileen Gu told Olympics.com that she was an evidence person, not an affirmations one. 2 weeks later, in the Italian Alps, the freestyle skiing star achieved the ultimate validation, with 2 silver medals and 1 gold. Gu not only delivered under pressure, but also became the most decorated free skier of all time with 6 Olympic medals. Yet even that statistic feels insufficient to capture the magnitude of what she achieved. This Olympic cycle has been severely disjointed for the People's Republic of China athlete compared to the one preceding her Beijing 2022 medal haul of 2 golds and a silver. Balancing full-time studies at Stanford University, working in the fashion industry, and recovering from several serious injuries, Menu arrived in Italy with uncertainty over what outcome she would achieve. However, her intentions would be clear. She would compete in 3 events and would leave everything on the snow. I can't put it into words. It's such a special feeling for me. I grew up in a male-dominated sport. I was the only girl on my ski team until I was 15 years old. And so today to stand here before you and be able to say that I am the most gold medal-holding free ski athlete ever, male or female, and most decorated freak athlete, male or female, is pretty surreal. Gu told Olympics.com emotional Eileen Gu reveals grandmother's death after winning gold at Winter Olympics 2026. Winter Olympics 2026 freestyle skiing. Eileen Gu defends halfpipe title as Zoe Atke wins bronze. Eileen Gu: I'm an evidence person, not an affirmations person. The freestyle skiing double Olympic gold medalist tells Olympics.com why she is feeling lighter after a tough few seasons, and how she has merged sport and fashion for her 2nd Olympic Games. Watch for more from the free ski star from the People's Republic of China about her times studying in the USA and England, her passion for fashion, and finding herself coming into this season culminating in the Milano Cortina 2026 Olympic Winter Games. Eileen Gu's punishing Olympic schedule. The tone for Gu's games was set immediately. Resolve. She bounced back from a crash on her first run in the slope style to set a personal best in the final, finishing with silver just 0.38 points behind Switzerland's Mathilde Griaud. A few days later, the Chinese skier was battling a blizzard in Big Air. Despite the difficult conditions, Gu soared to another silver medal in what was her first Big Air competition since winning the Olympic title at Beijing 2022. Astonishingly, she only learned her highest scoring trick during training the day before the event. By then, many of her competitors had concluded their programs and could relax. Gu, however, had to gear up again the next day to defend her halfpipe title. She would be taking on fresh rivals who had benefited from more training time due to scheduling clashes. True to form, the 22-year-old delivered through her actions. After surviving another, by now almost customary fall during qualifying, she delivered an incredible run worth 94.75 when it mattered most in the final to take the gold medal. Gu's emotions as she dropped to her knees in exhaustion and happiness in the winner's area spoke for themselves. To medal 6 times consecutively. It's no joke. It's really hard to do it once and to do it 3 weeks back to back biologically. My adrenaline, the sleep schedule, the adrenaline. I had morning events. I had night events. I had no days off. I was the only person competing in 3 finals. So I think to just show up for myself every day and give quite literally 110% every single day for this entire Olympic cycle has been so special. Eileen Gu retains halfpipe gold as China go 1-2 Milano Cortina 2026 after 2 silvers at the Games. Eileen Gu has her gold as she successfully defended her Olympic free ski halfpipe title. Li Fenghui made it a 1-2 for People's Republic of China with Zoe Atke of Great Britain taking bronze. Eileen Gu: a rising tide raises all boats. Gu's history-making feats will understandably take the headlines. However, while the three-time Olympic champion is proud of these glittering rewards, she is even more excited about the effect of her success on the broader sporting landscape. I think for me the medals are a measurement of your progress, but it's not the end in itself. And I think the ends in itself for me personally are to be the best skier I can be, and more broadly in a fulfillment sense to bring the sport to more people, both for the sake of hoping that more girls join the sport and also for the people already in the industry. She said, having grown up in a male-dominated discipline with a much smaller fan base. Gu understands the power of visibility. I think a rising tide raises all boats, and so it's good for literally every athlete competing if we have more eyes on the sport and it just grows. From childhood passion to world stage, Eileen Gu's journey to global prominence began far from the spotlight. Born in San Francisco in 2003, she first strapped on skis at the tender age of 3 and discovered an early love for the snow. By 8, she had pivoted to freestyle skiing, and at just 9 she won her first national junior title, a clear glimpse of the champion she would become. Her mother, Yang, played a pivotal role in her early development, often driving long distances to training sessions and encouraging a balance of academic excellence and athletic ambition. Summers spent in Beijing enriched Gu's cultural heritage and deepened her connection to her Chinese roots, shaping not just her skill on the slopes, but her global identity. Making a bold choice, competing for China. At 15, Eileen made a surprising decision that would define her career. She announced she would represent China, her mother's homeland, in international competition. This choice, far from easy, was driven by a visionary goal: to grow the sport of freestyle skiing in China and inspire young athletes who had yet to envision themselves on winter snow. While American skiing had strong representation, Gu saw fertile ground in China, where winter sports were growing rapidly but still lacked deep roots. She wasn't just pursuing medals, she wanted to leave a lasting legacy. This decision drew attention worldwide, sometimes sparking controversy, but it also showcased her courage to define her path. Beijing 2022, a historic debut. At the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing, Gu made history as the first freestyle skier ever to win 3 medals, 2 gold, 1 silver, at a single Winter Games, storming into global fame at just 18. Her success wasn't just athletic, it was symbolic. Bridging cultures and oceans, she became a symbol of what global sportsmanship can look like in the 21st century. That performance laid the groundwork for expectations heading into the next Winter Olympics. But with expectations comes pressure, and Gu's journey to Milano Cortina was marked by both.